Hello friends, welcome to this amazing lecture, and today we will study about call method. Why do we need call method in JavaScript and what is the usage of it and why it was being discovered. So without wasting time, let's get started. First of all, I will teach you a simple example, then we will learn that why we need this variable in this example. So after learning why do we need this variable, we will come to know that it has some pitfalls. To remove that pitfalls, we use that call method over here. So without wasting time, let's get started. So first of all, let's say we have an object obj1 whose name is Yash, age is 25, gender is male, and function print obj. So this print object will print this object, right? And so let's uncomment this code and let's run this code. See, it has print Yash 25 male. So how this object has been printed? This object called the function print obj.1 print obj, and in print obj it is written console log Yash 25 male. But let's say now we do object.name Akash. We have changed the Yash name to Akash. Will the object print obj will now print Akash? No, it will print Yash 25 male because we have hard coded the values in it. So let us run this code. After commenting this, see, it is printing Yash 25 male, but it should print Akash. So you will say that, oh, it is printing Akash. Why don't we use name, age, and gender over here? So if you use name, age, and gender as an example 2, you will feel that the JavaScript does not recognize what is name, age, and gender. Which name, age, and gender are you referring to? Because there is no age, name, and gender in this function. So if I do obj.print obj, and if I run this piece of code, so you will see, you will find an error. See, you have got an error because it is not able to recognize name. So name is not defined as an object. So to solve this problem, uh, this variable came into effect. So see, to refer to this name, this age, and this gender, we use this variable. And now you know why do we use this variable. So when you use this.name, this will refer to the object which has called this function. So let's say this obj2.print object. So obj2 has called this print object function. So this variable will refer to this obj2 object, and obj2.name, if you say, it will be Yash. So it will print as expected. And now if you do obj2.name Akash and again print this code, you will see that our code is working fine. See, first it print Yash 25 male from this line, and after that it print Akash 25 male from this line, because we have changed the name to Akash. So now you know that why we use this variable, what is the use of this variable, and why this variable is needed in JavaScript. But let's say I give you another object. This time the name of the object is Angelina, her age is 28, and her gender is female, and this object also have this print object. Now please look into these two examples and see what is wrong in these two examples combined. So you will see that in low level design there is a principle called dry principle. Don't repeat yourself. So here print object and here print object, it is same. So it is being said that you don't, if the function is same, you should not repeat it. Why you should not repeat it? Let's say tomorrow you want to add hi to this message. Yash, age 25, male, and hi. And you want the same thing to be done here. You will require to change it at two places. But if you remove this object and utilize this function only, then you want to add the hi message over this console log statement, you can utilize it in both the object. So what is the problem now arrive? Let's say you print obj.3.print object. Node.js will say that I don't know anything called print obj, because obj2 was having print object, but obj3 does not have any print object property. So what we can do? For this only, the call was invented. The call method was invented so that you can call method of one object from another object. So uh, you will be able to change the location of this variable using call method. How? I'll just show you. So we know that object 3 doesn't have property print obj, but object 2 has property print obj. So we have written object 2 dot print obj. Now we want to call this print obj method. We normally use this moon brackets for calling the function, but we will add a call method over it, and we will say that call this function using object 3. So now this variable in this object will point to object 3, and now you will say that object2 dot print object use this print object function of object 2 and call the function using this variable pointing to object 3. So if you run this code, what will be the output? It will be printing Angelina, 28, and female. Let's run this code. Let's comment this earlier code, and now let's run this code. See, it is printing Angelina, 28, female. So we have learned till now low level design principle, don't repeat yourself, as well as we have learned why we have used this variable, and as well we have learned why we use call method for a function. But I will give you some more tips and tricks. But if you are liking, and if you are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and like this video. Now you will say that if we want to use this print object from object 2, let's keep it as a separate function. So for that, what we will do, we will write this function as this. So if you write this function, we will pass name, age, and gender to this function, and will print console log name, age, and gender. So how you gonna print it? You gonna print it like this. So let's say obj3 dot name, obj3 dot age, and obj3 dot gender. So if you comment this code, and if you run this code from here to here, see, it is printing Angelina, 28, female. So if you don't want to keep the function as the property of an object, then you can separate it out and you can print like this. But this requires the parameters to be passed like this. But if you want to bind object, its properties, and its functions to a single state, what you can use like this. Here you don't need to pass anything. So you just can just print this yes 25 male. So here you don't need to pass anything, and you just it acts as a object's property, and it acts as a separate function. It depends on the use case, and you can use anything according to your code demand. So this was this video. I hope you like this video. So subscribe to my channel for more such content, and give a like to this video. Thank you and goodbye.